Hey, this is Jennifer, and this is my thoughts on Brown v. Farley this week. This is a case that was ultimately decided by the Court of Appeals in Tennessee at Knoxville after an appeal from the Probate and Family Court in Cumberland County. Dustin Brown was the father of a minor child, and Sarah Farley was the maternal grandmother to this child born in December of 2010. Without any notice to the biological father, and that is imperative, that is one of the most important things in this case. The natural mother gave temporary custody to this maternal grandmother in 2012. She and the father had never been married, and there's some question as to paternity. DNA established paternity in November of 2014. And the father petitioned to establish parentage and acquire legal custody. In April of 2017, he was declared to be the father, and he was given temporary supervised co-parenting time for an extended period where counselors and could kind of see how things were going. In April of 2018, he was given full custody of this child, and was found to have had superior parenting rights, which would take precedence over the grandmother's, and it was considered that the mother had waived her rights by giving custody to the grandmother. The grandmother appealed, and her argument was that the father did not have superior parental rights because there was a previous court order existed and there had been no material change of circumstance. One of the keys here is that he had never been given notice of this order, so he couldn't respond to the grandmother being given temporary custody. She said there was risk of substantial harm because he had had some alcohol and domestic abuse issues. He admitted to that, said he had moved past that and had a stable relationship and jobs, and the counselors found all of that to be true. And the grandmother also said there was insufficient factual findings, saying the orders of the trial court did not give the Court of Appeals the true story. But considering everything, the Court of Appeals felt like they did have a true account of what had happened. The Court of Appeals affirmed the trial court and gave custody to the father. And I agree with this because he didn't even know starting into this was his child for sure, and he didn't get notice of things that were going on. And I think the Court of Appeals did the right thing, giving this father a chance with his child. Thanks for listening.